So you didn't have at the time really any of your own cattle or anything that would necessarily qualify you to start a large and successful at this point meat company.
Yeah, I was working at a church full time, and I love ministry. I'm a pastor. I'm still a licensed pastor, and that's all I'd ever done from the time I was full time working in ministry, like being in. I'll qualify that by being employed at a church.
Right.
But from 19 to my mid 30s till 35, and so like that was, it was what I was called to do that, and and but then God called me to start a meat company, and so we didn't have any idea that it would turn into what it's turned into, and God has just a unique way of calling you to do something and then just carving it out along the way. If we can, when we look back and connect the dots, it's like, oh wow, this is beautiful. But but faith, you can't. There's nothing in the future of. It's just all, what's it going to be? And my mantra for this past, I don't know, 6 months or so, has been Proverbs 16:3, and it's commit your work to the Lord and he will establish your path. And that's what we've been doing all along, but it just kind of like full circle hit me when I read that verse about mid last year. It's like, he establishes the path. We're just called to commit our work to him and he establishes the path. And that's really what's happened with Good Ranchers. Our saying was, God just goes before us, because it was never really, it's never been easy, don't get me wrong, but it's also never been hard. It's hand in hand. We've been growing this business, and we've been very blessed, and God's been faithful, and we just want to continue to steward what he's given us.
Isn't that amazing? I say that all the time. Similarly, but of course, in different realms, I guess. I didn't feel prepared for what I felt the Lord was calling me to do, how he was calling me to pursue, of course, objective truth and fighting for, reality, but more importantly, fighting for biblical truth. But I was just really wrong in assuming that that's how God works. He calls those who are already prepared.